I'm Christopher Cadero, founder of Learn Free. I've been following developments of the BELA Bill over the last 5 years. Education is in a global crisis, and part of South African government's solution to that global crisis is the BELA Bill, the Basic Education Laws Amendment Bill. This bill is currently going through the National Council of Provinces and is likely to become law this year. If it does become law, it is going to impact you, your child's school, and learners across the whole country. Many organizations and the public are however concerned about the provisions of this bill. They are concerned that if it's implemented as planned, it will turn an education crisis into an educational catastrophe.
The question South African parents need to ask themselves is if they want to give the state more power in the education of their children. The BELA Bill gives the state, the incapable, inefficient state, more power to make decisions on the education of your child. It goes to the extent that it gives the minister power to make regulations concerning learner pregnancy. The BELA Bill undermines parental rights in the following ways. When we close small schools in our farming communities, the rural areas, what we are saying to parents is that they can't decide where their children needs to be educated. And more importantly, what we are doing to children is we are alienating them from the communities and the family that knows them the best.
And we as parents need to know what the processes are that need to be followed, especially in the rural areas where we find that officials just get to a school and close the school without following any instructions. At the beginning of this year, an official literally went to a school, closed the school on the day that it opened and said that this primary school will now be a high school, and they brought buses full of children, high school children, and sent the primary school children home.
They should consider your opinion, your voice, because we are in a democratic South Africa that all of us, in our dark past, we know many sacrificed for us to have the right of the democratic principles and participation processes that we have now.
We fought for our freedom in 1976, but it seems that that freedom is only for a few. And the freedom that we fought for was to be able to choose what we want. And it seems now that we can't exercise this freedom of choosing what I need to teach for my children and how I need to teach them.
The BELA Bill also proposed that school-going age will be no longer in the year when you turn 7, but in the year in which you turn 6. In other words, we formally introduced grade R into the school system. Though we support the notion, we're concerned about a financial model, as 1.4 million additional learners will enter the system. They'll need approximately 28,000 educators and 28,000 classrooms. I don't think we have sufficient funds to really make provision for that.
Do you as a parent want a teacher to refer your child for an abortion? In the BELA Bill, in clause 39, it gives the minister the power to issue regulations on learner pregnancy. What happens to a teacher who is not comfortable with referring a child for an abortion? What happens to anyone in the school environment that has a religious objection to abortion? When the minister makes a regulation in line with this policy, the management and prevention of learner pregnancy, it becomes enforceable by law and punishable. So any person who do not want to refer a learner would then be criminally liable. Is that what we want? In conversations with academics and people that works within the child sector, one of the questions that they have and concerns are, would we not be hiding criminality when teachers and people in authority or those in authority in our schools are able to refer learners without their parents knowing for an abortion, for sexual reproductive services? Those include contraceptive technologies. So it is very easy for anyone in the system at the school level who is a predator to impregnate a child and then hide that crime by sending the child for an abortion.
This is our very last opportunity to comment on the BELA Bill. We love our children, and therefore it's our duty to attend the sessions and to make our comments. Make your voice count.